Hi, so right now we're going to review evaluating functions when given an equation. So the equation we are given, let me add a new layer. The equation we are given is f of x equals 5x minus 2. We are told to evaluate that at f of negative 1. So what we are going to do is we're going to replace all the x's with negative 1. We know that because inside the original parentheses, we have an x. And inside this new parentheses, we have a negative 1. So we're going to replace everything from the original parentheses, which is x, with what's new inside our parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite this, but I'm going to do it in a different color. Let's do this color. F. Now instead of x, we're going to write negative 1 because that's what we are given. Equals 5. Instead of x, we're going to do negative 1. We're getting rid of all the x's. And then negative 2. So I heard during your video that you said to the power of 2. We're not going to do exponents right now. What we're just going to do is multiplication. So this is going to be 5 times negative 1, not 5 to the power of negative 1. So this is just going to be negative 5 minus 2. So then we have f of negative 1 equals negative 5 minus 2, which would be negative 7. Okay, let's move on to the second part of it. We're told now to evaluate at f of 2. So we're going to replace all the x's again with 2. So f of 2 equals 5 instead of x. We're going to put a 2. And then this minus 2 is going to stay the same because that doesn't have an x connected to it. Now once again, we're going to multiply this. 5 times 2 is 10. We're not doing exponents. We're just going to do 5 times 2 is 10. Then subtract 2 from it, gives us 8. F of 2 equals 8. Okay, we're going to do the one last one. We're going to replace all the x's with 3 this time. Oops, did not mean to erase that. We are going to replace all the x's with 3 this time. So I'm going to rewrite the original again. Instead of x, we're going to write f of 3. Instead of x, we're going to write 3. Everything else stays the same. We're only changing the x's. Now we're going to bring this down. 5 times 3, 15. 15 minus 2, 13. So then we know f of 3 equals 13.